In 1921, the wealthiest black community in the United States was located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This affluent black area, known as the Greenwood District, or more commonly called the Black Wall Street, was home to over 10,000 blacks and consisted of black owned banks, newspapers, medical and legal practices, grocery and clothing stores, and so much more. Essentially, everything Los Angeles had in 1921, it had, but black. Black owned and black patronized. That is until tragedy struck on May 31st of 1921. The Caucasian residents of Tulsa decided they were not going to tolerate the thriving successes of their black counterparts and incited a riot. Whites, including police chiefs and elected government officials, joined forces to burn the Greenwood District down to the ground. Every single black business was destroyed, including over 1,200 homes, leaving most of those 10,000 black residents homeless. Not only that, but there were an estimated 300 black fatalities that day. Since then, there has never again been a Black Wall Street. Sure, there are affluent black residential neighborhoods sprinkled throughout the United States, but there is no one single affluent black industrial community of the magnitude that there was in 1921 Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hi, I'm Alexis Gardner.
And I'm Arcadia Levias.
And this is the second video of my Black Power YouTube series. If you haven't seen the first one, it's called the Black Power PSA. Check it out. Now, this video is about creating, sustaining, and expanding black businesses. So first, we're going to tell you what we're talking about and all of the components that go into black business. Secondly, we'll tell you why this is such an important issue that we all need to understand and engage in. And thirdly, I'll tell you how we're going to create, sustain, and expand black businesses more efficiently. So first,
entrepreneurship is the topic. Being an entrepreneur means operating and organizing your own business. This means you're the boss and you're gaining all the profits.
And blacks are no strangers to entrepreneurship. Since the beginning of time in this country, we've had to be in business for ourselves. In fact, the first African American millionaire, Madam C.J. Walker, was an entrepreneur who made and sold her own hair care products. Whether it be providing services doing hair or providing products selling CDs and DVDs, black people demonstrate business prowess. However, most of us are in business for ourselves, by ourselves. That is, we don't expand our businesses or hire employees to work for us. In fact, out of the 28 million businesses in America, only 1.9 million of them are black owned. We're 13% of the population, yet we only represent 7% of businesses nationwide. And of that small percentage, 87% of all black owned businesses bring in less than $50,000 a year, showing that we're not living up to our full potential, because if we were, we would bring in a lot more money.
This discussion shows us that we need to empower our black businesses and in turn empower our communities and our economic gains. Why is black business so important and what benefits can we expect to see? Today I'll focus on 4 points that stress why local black businesses are so vital. Reason number 1, local employment availability. Having a community that gives people the opportunity to be employed through black business is what we want to see. It influences the standard of living, it creates a disposable income, and it also increases the possibilities of new starting up black businesses. Secondly, more tax money means repairs to the roads, revitalizing our children's schools, and also improving public services that we all use. These are all services that we need in our communities. Third, community-focused political action. We can get our needs met and our wants attained. And lastly, business that is focused locally gives an advantage of having a loyal consumer base. This means that there is a certain level of financial stability and also an insured promotion and positive reputation within that community for your business.
And not only that, but on a primal level, living in the capitalistic society that we do, he who has the gold makes the rules. That means money translates to power. If we want to have power over ourselves and our community, we need to have more businesses within our community owned by us. So, now that we've talked about what and why, let's talk about how. How are we going to bring in more than $50,000 per business for the few businesses we do have? We need to patronize them more actively. That means that on Sundays after church, instead of going to the Cheesecake Factory, we need to go to Black-owned restaurants and put that money back into our own community. That means that when we run out of hair gel, instead of going to Walmart, we go online and purchase toiletries from Black beauticians. And not only for those of us who are consumers, but for those of us who are entrepreneurs and in business for ourselves.
The things that we can do is find cost-efficient ways to maximize your own profits, like getting $2 Vistaprint cards. You get 500 cards for only $2. You can also go on YouTube and view tutorials on how to set up your own free website and do the research online yourself. Get what you want. Partner up with like-minded individuals and get the word out.
We seem to have this crabs in a barrel mentality that in order to succeed, we have to compete with each other, but that's the wrong idea. In fact, we need to stop thinking individualistically and start thinking more collectively, because there is strength in numbers. In helping someone else get money, you're contributing to your own business and essentially helping yourself get more money.
The moments that we take to wonder, who's going to uplift our neighborhoods? Who's going to create this change? We can take those moments and put that responsibility on ourselves and take the steps to gain the change that we want to see done.
So please check out the description box, go to the websites I have listed, and start patronizing those Black businesses. Those of you in business for yourself, start thinking on a wider scale. It's really sad that we have a Black president in office, yet we don't have any thriving, really Black whole business communities. We need to put that into action.
Yeah, there are sellers and there's buyers. And as a community, we want to be more than just consumers.
Until next time.